everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and I'm a lawyer in Nigeria. On this channel, I create legal content to keep you abreast with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because ignorance of law is not an excuse. So stay tuned on my channel as I share educative legal content every Sunday with the sole aim of eradicating ignorance of law in Nigeria. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm super excited to have you here, and trust me, you're in the right place. And for my returning subscriber, guys, you are the best. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for the love and support so far. And if you're yet to subscribe on my channel, what are you waiting for? Where have you been? Please right away click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell for you to get notification when I post my videos. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you find this video interesting and educating, please share to your contact. Allow them to also learn. Allow them to get this legal tip, the legal gems I drop every weekend. Please share to them. Today, I'll be sharing 3 steps to lawfully and quickly evict a stubborn tenant in Nigeria. In a video I posted some weeks back, I shared how a tenant can actually avoid landlord harassment in 2021. And I remember in that video I mentioned that no landlord should forcefully evict a tenant in Nigeria. If you do that, it is unlawful and you may be liable for an offense. Landlord, I understand the situation whereby you have a tenant who refused to pay rent and also refused to move out of your house. When it's not as if it's the one that gave you money to build a house, it's quite annoying and frustrating. But even at that, the property belongs to you, but you cannot forcefully evict him. You cannot go to the garage to hire thugs, 3 or 4 thugs, and they'll come to the house and bounce him out. No. Or you call on the police to harass him, or you lock the door, you break the window or the roof just to frustrate him, or pack his things out by yourself. No, you cannot do that, because doing that in Lagos, you may be liable for 6 months imprisonment, or you pay the sum of 250,000 naira. So this is why you should not act out of ignorance. Ignorance of law is not an excuse. You cannot go to court and say, my lord, please, I don't know that there is a procedure I must comply with. No courts will listen to that excuse from you. So don't act out of ignorance and make sure you follow this strict procedure. And if you think it's just 6 months now, you go to the prison and while you wait time and come out, my dear, you're coming out as an ex-convict. What we call tewode in Yoruba language, someone that just returned from the prison. And you as an ex-convict, there are certain things that you cannot have in Nigeria. You cannot apply for any political appointment. Just imagine, because you want your stubborn tenant out of your house. So make sure you follow these 3 procedures I'm about to analyze for you to avoid being in that kind of a situation of being an ex-convict or paying the sum of 250,000. Landlord should not be of the opinion that the law has actually placed the tenant over them in their own property. No, that is not the case. These strict procedures are there to avoid the landlord waking up one morning and be like, I want Mr. Tunde out of my house this morning. He was so disrespectful last week. He talked to me anyhow. He saw me yesterday. He could not greet me. He could not help me with what I was carrying. Landlord can actually come with all those flimsy excuses to be the reason why they want their tenant out of their house. And just tell me, that Mr. Tunde, that morning, can he get another suitable apartment that morning? If at all he can get it, what about funds? What if he's not financially buoyant to actually get another apartment? So to avoid issues like this, and to me, I feel the society will not be a safe place for anyone. If a landlord can actually wake up in the morning and be like, I want my tenant out of my house, because it is not everyone can afford to build a house or buy a house. People have to save up. So we still need to stay in someone's house before we can actually get our own and all that. So for the society to be safe, these strict procedures are in place. Further ado, let me just dive into the 3 steps you need to comply with to lawfully evict your tenant, your stubborn tenant in Nigeria. Step number 1, notice to quit. This is what people call quit notice. Yes, quit notice. So this notice to quit is the duration of time you are giving your tenant, like between this period of time, please, Mr. Man, find another house, because at the expiration of this notice or before the expiration, I want you out of my house. So this notice to quit has to be in compliance with the tenancy agreement you had with that tenant. But if the tenancy agreement does not have any stipulation as regarding the notice to quit, or you don't even have any tenancy agreement at all with the tenant, what you will do is the law will apply here. So for a tenant at will is someone you just put in your house. There's no agreement, maybe he's not even paying rent. For instance, someone that actually stay in Lagos and have a property in Abuja, and the person is just like, I don't want that house to be empty, I need to put someone in the house, and just put a particular lady or a couple to occupy the house. So that tenant is the tenant at will. At the will of the landlord, he put them there, and at his will, he can actually tell them to leave. So such tenants, even though he or she is not paying rent, deserve a 1 week notice to quit. And for someone who pays rent every month, like the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, at the end of the month, the monthly tenant, the tenant deserve a 1 month notice to quit. And for a tenant that pay quarterly, such tenant deserve 3 months notice to quit. And for a tenant that pay rent every 6 months, deserve 3 months notice to quit. And for a tenant that pay annually, deserve 6 months notice to quit. Step 2. If at the expiration of this notice to quit, the tenant is still so stubborn, adamant, is still staying in the house comfortably, the next thing you do is serve him a 7-day notice of owner's intention to recover possession. This is just a long phrase of word that actually means at the end of this 7 days, if you are still in my house, I'm proceeding to court to file an action against you. So 7 day owner's intention to recover possession. And if at the expiration of this 7-day notice, the tenant is still in the house, the next thing you do is brief your lawyer, engage a lawyer, file an action against him in court. And I know many tenants, once they get the 7-day owner's intention, it's a sort of threat to them, like, hey, this man is taking me to court, or more, I need to leave his house. Though it's not a threat in the street sense actually, but that's how many tenants feel. So they're always on their toe, and they want to move away from the property. And let me advise you as the tenant, those are just the 3 steps you need to comply with as a landlord. But let me advise you as the tenant, before you sign any tenancy agreement, always endeavor to read through. And if you don't understand some of the terms, it's better you give it to your lawyer to read through, to peruse it, and advise you appropriately if to sign it or to review some of the terms. Because some tenants don't know that they have signed away some of their rights away in the tenancy agreement. They will just sound like, okay, I trust my landlord, I've been staying with him I've been staying in his house for 3 years, and he's a father to me, he's a mother to me, I trust him, he can't do this, he can't do that. Many tenants, sometimes maybe a tenant that pay yearly, in the tenancy agreement you might just have it there that deserve a 1 month notice, and that will be binding because you have signed it. So it is always important for you to always read through carefully before you sign a tenancy agreement. So as a sort of recap, the first step is notice to quit. The second step is serve a 7-day owner's intention to recover possession, and the third one is file an action in court. Only court can evict a tenant properly. Landlord, do not take law into your hand. Doing that may cost you so much. I hope this information educates you. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget, like, comment, and share to your friend. Thank you so much for watching. Till next week, Sunday. Bye.